In 869 AD, deep in the marshlands of southern Iraq, one of the most powerful slave uprisings in world history erupted, a revolt that would shake an empire for nearly 15 years. At the time, the vast Abbasid Caliphate ruled much of the Islamic world from its grand capital, Baghdad. Its wealth depended heavily on agriculture, trade, and slave labor. Among those enslaved were the Zanj, Africans taken mainly from the East African coast and forced to work under brutal conditions in the salt marshes around Basra. Their work was harsh beyond imagination. They drained swamps, cleared salt-encrusted land, and labored in suffocating heat for little food and constant punishment. Life expectancy was short. Hope was nearly non-existent. Then came a man who promised change. His name was Ali ibn Muhammad, a charismatic and ambitious figure who claimed noble lineage and spoke passionately about justice and liberation. He rallied the enslaved workers with promises of freedom, wealth, and revenge against their oppressors. His message spread like wildfire. What began as scattered resistance quickly became an organized rebellion. The rebels captured weapons, defeated local forces, and seized control of territory around Basra. As their numbers grew, some estimates say hundreds of thousands joined. They built fortified settlements and even created their own administration. The revolt was no longer just a slave uprising. It was becoming a rival power. For years, the Abbasid government struggled to stop them. Imperial armies were defeated again and again. Trade routes were disrupted. Cities were threatened. Entire regions fell under rebel control. At the height of the conflict, the rebels dominated large parts of southern Iraq and even raided toward the shores of the Persian Gulf. The rebellion dragged on for 14 years, an astonishing length for any uprising, especially one led by enslaved people. But empires rarely surrender easily. Eventually, the Abbasid state reorganized its military and launched a massive, determined campaign. After years of brutal warfare, siege, and starvation, imperial forces crushed the rebel strongholds. In 883 AD, the rebellion ended with the death of Ali ibn Muhammad and the destruction of the rebel capital. The cost was enormous. Cities lay in ruins. Trade collapsed. Tens, perhaps hundreds of thousands died. Yet the rebellion left a powerful legacy. It exposed the deep instability created by mass exploitation. It showed that even the most oppressed people could challenge one of the world's greatest empires. And it remains one of the largest, longest, and most significant